What the why would you get rid of so many of your special duty
Well, a lot of
and
them
general purpose locomotives?
We're getting to be about 40 years old by this point, and it was like time for big time rebuilds. And they're like, we got new GEVOs, new powers coming in. It's like, move these aside.
Yeah, but now in our day and age, with all these business parks that they're opening, are you switching them with Dash 9s? That's like one of the worst units to switch on.
UP,
you want to switch?
UP's
you want to switch with a
switchers.
desktop thing?
UP's new switchers in LA are SD70Ms.
I know. Except for the Torrance line, they still kept that Jeep 40.
Oh no, they still have smaller power, but like the East Los Angeles switching.
Yeah, it's those SD70Ms. Yeah,
and they're graffitied over.
Dude, it's bad. Have you seen some of the stuff that goes up to? What is that? There's a guy on Instagram, SJ Rails or something, and he videos all that stuff. That the Santa Barbara line or what is it? Not Santa. What is the frickin'? What is that? My brother just got married up there. What is it called? San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, slow.
You know that? Yeah, you know that line and then it goes inland for a bit.
The coastline, yes.
Yeah, but it goes inland. Yeah. There's like a Y right there, and then it goes
Guadalupe?
inland.
You talking about Guadalupe?
I don't know, but I would love to go foam on
Ventura?
that line.
Think about Ventura?
No, Ventura's a cool line. I mean, because it has to go down into those shipyards there, that small little port.
Ian used to work at Ventura County Railroad. Because that was part of the Rail America. If you couldn't hold in San Diego, you had to work up at Ventura County. That was the closest property.
There was also...
Which is weird because Ian worked with a classmate who I was with in engine school who also worked at Ventura County. I'm like, okay, this world
Ojai Railroad, the historic railroad up there. That's where they shoot a lot of movies on that railroad.
You talking about like the Santa Paula branch?
Whatever that branch is.
Fillmore and Western.
Yeah, it's
That's
really cool.
now.
That's really cool, though. No, they still utilize it for Hollywood movies, though. It's still applicable.
Is
like
it?
I don't know now. I don't know right now.
I thought they spun out all their equipment. They're done. The city of Santa Paula, or now is it
Oh,
Santa
yeah,
Paula?
no, you're right, because now they have all the rail bikes up there.
Yeah, Fillmore hates
Yeah, they have all the rail
yeah.
bikes up there now. So last season, I had 2 episodes worth of movies for Trains on Cinema. And so that's on the second part. So we'll get to that this season because, I mean, I love that bit. I really do. Trains on cinema, trains on cinema, trains on cinema. 1, 2, 3. All right, what's up, everybody? My name's Timmy D, and that is
Engineer Evan.
Today we are doing a little bit that I like to call Shortline Madlib, but until then, it's good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to it. Highball. I love those.
Zeke, or when he gets drunk and angry, Zemp.
Bro, the other night he was over here and we easily polished off half a bottle of Black Label Jim Beam.
Yum.
And I don't even know what we talked about. We're like 5 minutes into just shooting the shit about stuff and just going through some of these models, and then I don't know, the rest is a blur, which is great. But I had to kick him out because I'm like, bro, it's getting late. My kid's going to be up in like 5 hours, so.
Baby.
Bye-bye. Anyways, welcome. Cue music.
Just another Madlib Shortline, trying to be on time. We made it up in our mind, the random one of a kind. It's just another Madlib Shortline.
Ba-ga-ba, not so Radlib. All right, in this segment, it's called Shortline Madlib, and we are going to fill in the blanks like a freshly snipped vasectomy patient. After we have filled in the blank, we will read off the railroad and then make up what the purpose of the shortline is, as well as where it would be located and any other accoutrement involved. If you've ever played the game Madlibs, this is what we are doing. It's kind of what we are doing, but then we add lib. You know what I mean?
Like a freshly snipped vasectomy, right?
Do you like that line?
That was very graphic, but yes.
You're welcome. I know you like graphic lines like that.
Yeah. Visual guy over here. Thanks very much.
All right. So Evan's going to answer some questions. We've already had, Austin McAdams contributed. Zeke contributed. And who else? I think Tomasino contributed. So we have a couple different answers, but we'll go over those. But this is all you, boo. So here we go.
Okay.
Short line number 1, and we'll get to it. But all you're going to do, because we got short line number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, I'm just going to ask you questions. You're going to fill in the blank, and then we'll get back to it. Here we go. What's your favorite hamburger topping?
A dill relish.
Dill relish. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Other than water, name a drink that you partake in. It could be alcoholic.
Beer.
All right. Street name that you grew up on.
Santa Fe Drive.
Santa Fe.
That's not a joke.
I believe it. City in the state of Illinois, Indiana, or Ohio.
Let's call it Porter, Indiana.
Porter. All right. And type of seafood that you would eat.
King crab.
Okay, let's keep going here. Next page. Let's see. City in California.
Discovery Bay.
Okay. City in Arizona.
Flagstaff.
Really? Flagstaff, huh? That's the one you're going with. Mm-hmm. Okay. And city in Nebraska.
Sydney.
Sydney. Mm-hmm. And why?
Well, that's off. I could say that's Wyoming. Is it Sydney?
Sydney, Australia.
No, I was going to say Bill, but Bill's in Wyoming.
It's so good to be here, everybody. Sydney, Australia.
Yes.
That right? That'd be funny if, like, when I was on tour with the boys in October Rage, they're from Australia. That'd be funny if we would have done a show in Sydney, Nebraska. It's good to be back home, mate. No. Ryan, this is Nebraska.
I feel like it's Wyoming, man. I feel like I'm BSing. Hold on. Just 1 second. I can prove it.
Why can't you say something like normal, like Council Bluffs? Timmy, that's in Iowa.
It is in Wyoming.
Shut up.
I lied to you. It's in Wyoming.
All right. Well, then give me...
I was thinking of like Powder River.
Okay. Give me Nebraska.
Nebraska. Well, you know what? Lincoln, Nebraska is really cool.
Yeah. Lincoln is cool. If you ever go downtown Lincoln, they have it's kind of like what they have the gas lamp in San Diego.
Oh, I've been.
But it's the rail yard. Have you been there?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to the Tilted Kilt before it closed?
I went to a cigar bar.
One of the best Tilted Kilts in the United States.
I climbed up in that. There's that.
Actually, it wasn't Tilted Kilt. I'm sorry. It's Twin Peaks.
There's a
it's one of those restaurants
on display down there.
Yeah. I have a picture of me in front of it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the caboose?
No, there's a steam engine.
Oh, yeah. I have a picture on that, too. Yeah, okay. But what about the caboose? I thought that was CB&Q as well.
It probably is. Yeah.
I have a picture on both sides. You know, when we were out there as a band taking pictures. Look at this. Random BNSF. Sorry. I've got to save this video.
Yeah. Expensive commodity for one engine and two cars.
Dude, those are Boeing parts.
Yeah. Yeah.
A random 700 series -9. What does that? Does that say save?
761. Yeah.
That is on Cool Rail. Okay, I'm going to have to go find what I was watching. This is Rail Fanning Texas Part 1, March 2006. Okay, I'm going to remember that. That's really cool. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so Discovery Bay, Flagstaff, Lincoln. Okay, the last airline that you flew on.
It's not American. Yeah,
was it European?
No, it was
Lufthansa.
No, what?
Heinz.
No, it was. I think it was Delta. It was Delta. Yeah.
Delta. Yeah. All right. Last car you drove.
Honda Insight.
Okay, Insight. Okay, and last food that you ate. Pussy.
Cookie. I want to say it was pizza. It was last night for dinner. Pizza.
I had pizza for dinner last night. Kindred spirits, motherfucker.
Yes. Homemade pizza. Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very tasty.
Yes. I had the Von Select thin crust Sicilian style pizza.
So good.
Oh my God, bro.
Making me hungry. Come on.
Put that shit on a cracker, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Name a fruit.
Kiwi.
Hampson.
Mike, where you at?
Name a vegetable.
Bell pepper, green bell pepper.
I thought you were going to say that guy, that science dude that used to ride around in the...
You thought I was gonna say like a cucumber?
Wait, bell peppers are fruits?
No, bell pepper's a veggie. It's a kiwi.
Oh, yeah, kiwi. Vegetable is bell pepper.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Here's a little bit of Wisdom Wednesday for you. Wisdom... Or sorry.
Today's Tuesday.
Wait. Shut up. Knowledge is knowing that tomato is classified as a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Wow.
That's pretty deep when
That
you
is-
like think
that
you're
is-
like, God damn, that's like simple and deep. Like my ex, you know what I mean? All right. Kosher pickles or sweet pickles?
All kosher all day.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Place in the United States you would like to vacation to?
Oh, I haven't been to Alaska yet, so Alaska.
All right, I'll ask about that later. Let's see. Name a river in the United States.
The Snake River.
Nice. And common name for a fat pig. I know where you're I just saw your brain go towards this. No, like, let's be serious. Common name for a fat pig. Karen.
I was gonna say like Gretchen, but
Oh, okay, Gretchen. Yeah, Gretchen. Sue-wee. Gretchen, man, that hog, she's produced so much piglets. I got more bacon out of that.
yeah.
I got more bacon out of that swine than anybody would like
Hog
to believe.
Sue.
Yeah. All right. Name your high school science teacher. Or a teacher from high school. If you don't remember your science
Mr.
teacher.
Norris.
Norris.
AP, government.
Freaking Chuck Norris?
Ole Norris are being clear, yes. And there's a story behind that, too.
Chuck Norris don't do push-ups. He pushes the world down.
Yes, he does.
All right. Name your third grade teacher. You got to remember. Come on now.
Miss Camp. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
With a K, though. K-A-M-P.
Fine. Camp. K-A-M-P. One thing that you don't like on your salad.
Anchovies.
What kind of salads are you eating, son?
Caesar.
First of all, that's part of... Okay, yeah, if you're going to a fine dining restaurant, they'll put an actual anchovy on the Caesar.
That's how it's the way it's supposed to be made.
Well, most Caesar salads now are made with anchovy paste in the Caesar dressing. I know this because I used to work at Pat and Oscar's. And that was one of the ingredients in the Caesar salad. And I remember when the cooks in the back would be making it, they would like take that scoop of anchovy paste, put it in there, and I'd be like,
I've been to a couple of places where they actually put a legit anchovy.
yeah, La Jolla Chart House.
And you're like working around the anchovy.
No, dude,
You're like,
La
I'm gonna try
Jolla
this.
Chart House.
You're like,
I went on a
God,
date with a bunch of my homies, actually, that I just reconnected with for my buddy's 40th birthday party. And the girl that I took on the date ordered a Caesar salad. When it showed up, it was like it was at the Chart House, La Jolla Chart House, 4 stalks of Caesar, or of, what's the lettuce they use? Romaine. Yeah. So 4 stalks of romaine with like 3 cuts of Parmesan, like thinly sliced Parmesan, and then a drizzle of something, and then an anchovy across the top of them. And I was like, and this is your Caesar salad, okay?
I mean, when in Rome, try it, but, you know.
Well, I tried it and I loved it. She looked at it and went, "Ugh." And she's like, I'll just take the
It's
chicken
not that
Parmesan.
I don't like it. It's just a little too salty.
You know, but I mean, the thing is, and I say this, I mean, my wife knows this. I'm a garbage disposal. You know, like I'll eat anything that's put in front of my face. You know what I mean? What? I was just, you know what I mean. You know, I like a smorgasbord, man. All you can eat dinners are my favorite, man. You know what I mean? I'll go for hours on that shit.
You're all over dessert. Yeah.
That's my favorite. A little bit of whipped cream. A little whipped cream on that cherry pie. What are we talking about? All right. Anyways, what the shit? I'm not editing any of this out. You can make fun of me all you want. You'll be like, God, I wish I was like Timmy, just eating that cherry pie for hours. I could remember that Nicolas Cage quote from what was that movie?
Hold on. Oh, I can. If you're curious, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, ladies.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. And brand of T-shirt you're wearing right now.
I think this is a Hanes.
Okay.
It was like a custom done Hanes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to fill up on gas last?
Valero.
Ooh. Brazilian? Is that Brazilian?
It should have been MCX on Camp Pendleton where the gas is really cheap because that's where I work. But
And you have a pass now.
I have a pass now.
Oh,
but
bro beans.
I didn't plan it right, so I had to go to
What color shoes are you wearing right now?
brown.
All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. And I think that brings us to the end, so let's get to it. That brings us to the end of... Oh, wait. Holy shit. Nope. That's the end of it. All right, here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Now, we're going to take a quick break, and this is not a pause for station identification. This is not anything. We are not getting paid for this commercial. It's not a commercial, but I do want to give a huge shout-out to
Dr. Josh Gordon.
Dr. Josh Gordon, the pilot, the airy fairy. He's not a fairy.
No. The fantastic modeler.
You know what's funny is when people are all
roadie for Railroads Rock.
When people say, I took the ferry across the bay. What was his name? Hampson. All right. So I love you, Mike. Mike's he's like a older, younger brother I've never had, man. Like
I think the best part, the best Hampson story we have is when we're watching you play and we're like, yeah, this is his manager, and he's got the nice leather jackets, the hair is all back, and so that one chick's like, wow, Timmy's so good, and he's like, get away from me.
I love that. All right, so no, but really, let's give a shout out to Dr. Josh Gordon himself.
Yes.
Railroads Rock and Roll Roadie, as you said. Mm-hmm. Railroads Rock Show Roadie. RRSR. Yes. We got to make him a personal shirt now. Yes. The Railroads Rock Show Roadie. Mm-hmm. And also the purveyor of these little fun things. He's a rep for Golden Spike Model Railroad Supplies. Yes. And we've got a couple of, what are these? Wine barrels, which I know, Evan, why didn't you point that out immediately? I know you could spot a wine barrel from over the horizon.
Yeah.
And then these are just regular steel barrels. Mm-hmm. And then what is this?
It's a caliper.
That's right.
And let's not forget, which you don't have here, the Sugar Cube speakers, which
they have speakers. To be, Are they doing chips or just
they're
the speakers?
Doing lights, too.
Thank you.
LED lights, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff coming from Golden Spike Model Railroad Works, and you can look them up. I do believe they have an Instagram handle, so I will put that somewhere up here in the thingamabob. Here we go. Yeah. All right, here it comes. All right, well, now let's get back to it. You've played the game Madlibs, and if you haven't, here it comes. Now, we're going to ad-lib on the Madlib, and so the idea of this is I'm going to read off your answers, and then it's attached to blah, 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 and Southern Railway, or blah, 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 and Junction Railway, or Junction Road, or Junction, whatever.
Okay.
So the first railroad that your Madlib goes to is the Dill Relish Beer and Southern Railroad. Now, I'll start us out with this. I'd like to say that this is somewhere in the Midwest.
Okay.
And I'd like to say Milwaukee and Green Giant Farms contracts with them for their cucumbers. And so they have to ship cucumbers over to the Dill Relish factory. But the thing is somewhere along the line there's a spur that goes into a hops delivery plant for Milwaukee's best brewery, and so the Dill Relish Beer and Southern Railroad.
I feel like this is like a southwestern Wisconsin conglomerate, like 4 mile long spur.
Really?
Yeah.
Like just a short track.
Just a super short track.
Like just something that goes from the edge of the main line, and then there's some sort of offloading area, and then they just pick the cars up.
They have a lot of barley is a big offload there.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
Who owns it?
I feel like it's owned by, like you say, a bigger corporation, like Green Giant or ADM or something like that.
I'd like to actually think that Milwaukee's Best is investing into it a little bit. Yeah.
Or what's the relish company? Kosher, not kosher. It's But the store.
Vlasic?
Vlasic, thank you.
All right, so there we go. So the Dill Relish beer in Southern Railroad is owned by Vlasic, quietly owned by Vlasic. Yes. They underwrite it.
Right.
Just to avoid any type of monopolistic red tape and bureaucracy. Look at this, CNW. What have we got onto with this? We got great videos playing in the background. I wish you guys could see what's going on here. Look at that, man.
Wow.
The elephant walking right now.
Damn.
Reminds you of your college days?
Yes.
All right, short line number 2 is the Santa Fe Porter King Crab Terminal Railroad. Oh, I know what this is.
This is definitely a switching outfit at a port. They have like small type locomotives. They specialize in seafood. And I feel like it's like a bay area, like an inner bay or
no.
No?
I'm saying Washington State. I'm saying up the terminus is like I'm saying that
Inner Bay,
Washington.
Washington.
Okay, so there we go. So yes. Washington, but I'm thinking from Seattle down to Bremerton, the shipyards, because you have Bremerton to Seattle short line because it's cheaper to get it at the Bremerton docks, and then they take all the king crab and all the fish from the hatchery, the salmon hatcheries and whatnot, up to where does the Santa Fe come in though?
It's got some major trackage rights from Stockton.
major trackage rights all the way down to Albuquerque.
Yeah.
So they send it via BNSF until they get to their terminus in Albuquerque.
Yes. Walter White and all of his Breaking Bad homies are getting the freshest seafood in New Mexico.
You know who owns this? Mark Cuban.
Really? Yes.
No, I'm making it up, dumbass.
I like Mark Cuban a lot more now. He's been doing a lot of interviews.
I feel like Mark Cuban would own this though because he has like a very there's something about him that is a little fashion forward about things, but plus he's like there's like a semi seafoody like liberal traditional thing that kind of exists around his aura. So like he's willing to put up the dough.
Yeah. When you own a basketball team and all that. You know?
So he probably this actually probably grabs that. Okay, so this is like the junction point is Albuquerque, and then it goes on to Dallas. So the Dallas Maverick players have some good king crab to eat.
And he was insistent on having a seafood name in it because he's on Shark Tank all the time.
Hey!
Let that be obvious.
Boom. Feather in the cap, Evan finishes out the story. All right, let's go to the next short line. I like that. That's awesome. Oh, my Mark. But that's true, man. Bro's an entrepreneur. All right, here we go. Short line number 3. The Discovery Bay Flagstaff Lincoln Central Railroad.
This sounds like one of those railroads where they put the 3 biggest points on the system that are joined by the line and just threw it all in one. Kind of like the Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Okay, I can see this. Trackage rights through Flagstaff to Lincoln. You know, I will say that this is actually an inherited tobacco railroad. Yeah. I want to say, or no. Yeah.
How mild, how mild, how mild can a cigarette be? Make the Camel 30-day test, and you'll see.
This is inherited by Doris Duke from New Jersey. She needed to diversify. Doris Duke is like a famous tobacco inheritance, like heiress that like Philip and Morris and all that shit. Yeah. But she wanted to diversify and get not just tobacco products, but stuff like this is from like old school. Like I see this being old school, and I'd see it being only like Jeep. Like old retrofitted Jeep 20s and Jeep 10s and just shit stuff, but they still use it for cross-country usage for some reason.
I feel like these are like the descendants of like the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, which are trying to get into the Western game as far as like.
What are you talking about? This doesn't sound cool enough to be the Rockefellers.
Well, no,
Rockefellers would be something cooler than that.
Well, they're investing, okay?
Okay.
And
hey, Warren Buffett bought BNSF.
Hold on, and they're the grandchildren. I never said they were the Rockefeller.
Not the Rockefellers, like the grandchildren. They're all like, I've got all this money. What do I do?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's ship tobacco products out to Discovery Bay. People aren't smoking enough out there.
The farthest south navigatable you can go in the San Joaquin Delta.
I will say that is a very intriguing roundabout to go from Lincoln to Flagstaff and then Discovery Bay. Where's that? Like near San Luis Obispo?
No, it's west of Stockton.
Even worse.
Southwest of Stockton.
Because Stockton has that's the terminus, right? When you come out of San Francisco Bay, there's a Port Stockton.
Case in point, the Port of Stockton.
Yeah.
I've seen cargo ships there.
They go all the time.
That's nuts. That far inland.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Just 80 miles inland on the San Joaquin River is the Port of Stockton.
That's nuts. Like, you ever taken, what is that? Is it the 280? What is the freeway that comes out of South San Francisco, out of San Jose, and it goes over, you
580.
Literally see the old Western Pacific tracks under it. Okay, so the 580. And you get over the hill, and then you can go to Stockton, and yet there's a cargo ship that's sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
That's nuts.
So when I used to live out there, my buddies and I would get on a boat, and we would, going around, going to different places. And the shipping lanes there from the Port of Stockton west to Richmond and the rest of the bay, you see these gigantic ships just rolling through, and you're like, where is it? It's so alien.
Like, because it's like super flat.
Yeah.
And then you know what? It's kind of like that when I went to Fort Lauderdale and I was working on that Adam Sandler movie and I saw the Oasis of the Seas coming in. I'm going for a run down to the beach, and I'm standing here, and the Oasis of the Sea is like 300 feet high, like the highest point. So you're standing there, and above these trees, you just see this 1,000-foot-long ship, and these houses, right here, and behind it is this massive ship, and you're like, what? And that's the shipping lane. It's like a dredged out, just little this. That's the same way it is in Sacramento, actually. You ever seen the Sacramento? You have the Sacramento River, or whatever that river is right there. And then they have the
shipping lane.
Yeah, and that's nuts because you're just driving along the road and you see this cargo ship.
Straight as an arrow.
Yeah, they just go straight ahead, and then they make that hard right turn and then hard left turn, and that's crazy, man. That's okay. All right, next short line. Northern Delta Insight Pizza Railroad. No, Northern Delta Insight and Pizza Railroad.
This sounds like a lame attempt at something progressive.
You know what I think it is? I think it is from New Jersey, like the Hudson Delta, something with New Jersey, like New Jersey or New York, and it's actually a delivery of high-end motor cars. And so you have a charter engine that picks up charter cars, or not charter cars, but specifically designed cars to deliver Ferrari, Maserati, like some of that stuff. You know what I mean? I could see that. Like they only like
pizza.
Yeah, mwah. And it's owned by the family that owns Sbarros.
The Koch brothers.
The Koch brothers own Sbarros, and they're trying to stay very authentic. All right. All right. Short line number 5. Here we go. Kansas, Kiwi Valley, bell pepper, and kosher Gulf route.
So this is something coming off the Mississippi River. I don't know why it just feels like that.
Oh, yeah. Fresh fruit. This is a
middleman.
This is a leasing company, actually. They lease refrigerated cars.
Wow.
So it'd be like seeing when you see the Ocean Network container cars, they do cars that are specifically made. This is new technology. And some investor came up with the idea, and the only person that bought into it is Chuck Norris.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's pushing up.
And Chuck Norris is like, all right, I'll invest in your refrigerated crap railroad delivering hatchery products to the Midwest. All right, that's the episode, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Just another Madlib Monday. And once again, my name is Timmy D. That is
Engineer Evan.
And just remember that the most important signal you get,
it's going to be your next one.
All right, we'll see you next time.